we've got a studio full of really smart kids. I'm Bishop Reed, and this is the Catholic TV Challenge. That's right.
Universe of truth. Catholic faith. Hope.
Okay, Bishop
Life
Reed.
eternal love. In the way.
Welcome everyone to the game show where the kids are the teachers. So, let's meet our first set of contestants. Mr. Nelson, could you introduce them to us, please?
Bishop Reed, there is a terrific group of contestants right here to start off the show. Our first contestant is Daniel Topi. Danny's favorite subject in school is spelling. For sports, his favorite is baseball. On TV, he likes watching SpongeBob, and his favorite movie is The Power Rangers. Our second contestant is Luca Tagada. Luca's favorite sports are baseball and soccer. In school, one of his classes he enjoys the most is science. On TV, he likes watching The Power Rangers. One of his favorite movies is the Lego Movie, and he also plays the piano. Our third contestant is Morgan Bateman. Morgs enjoys science in school. For sports, one of her favorites is soccer. One of her favorite movies is Sing, and she also enjoys Pokemon and singing. And those are our three contestants for this round of WOW, the Catholic TV Challenge.
Morgan Bateman. It sounds like the name of a Hollywood actress or something. It's great to have you with us, you know? Morgan, great to have you, Morgs. Can I call you Morgs? That's all right. Very good. And you like science. And Luca, you and I have that in common as well. We both like science, man. Stop smiling. This is serious. This is serious. And Danny, I know you love baseball. I always wonder, because we record these shows in advance, I always wonder how the Red Sox will have done, you know, by the time the show airs. We'll find out, though. And you know what? If it's not good, there's always next season. But now, we have to be about, wow, the Catholic TV Challenge. Let me give you the rules. Keep your hands by your side. Listen to the whole question. If you think you know the answer, hit the red button in front of you. Simple as that. Got it? What we need here now is, we need it for every show. It's called the Wudabout. It's the thing that we're going to talk about. It's the theme of the show. And I can't think of a better person than my good old friend Keegan to let us know what today's Wudabout is. Keegan, lay it on us. Would you please, sir? Please? Here it comes. Oh my gosh, it's stuck.
Bishop Reed, today's Wudabout is Sacred Triduum.
The Sacred Triduum! Great. And that's not an easy word to say. The Sacred Triduum. That's today's Wudabout. Morgs, Luca, Danny, if you're ready. Studio audience, are you ready?
Yeah!
Well, then let's set the WOW watch. And I do have the first question for the three of you. Hands by your side. Listen closely. That word that Keegan spelled, pronounced so correctly, Triduum, comes from the Latin meaning what? Luca.
3 days.
3 days is right. The Sacred Triduum. 3 days. The Sacred Triduum concludes what important week of the year? Morgs?
Holy Week.
Holy Week is right. That it does. The 3 holiest days of the year are kind of a season unto themselves, and they conclude Holy Week. Now, these days are so holy, they're so sacred. Why? Why are these 3 days so sacred? Any clue? Luca.
The passion, death, and resurrection of Jesus
You got
Christ.
it! I like that little... Like that. Yeah. All right. You know, Easter is the greatest day of the whole year that we celebrate. Why did the women, or should I say, how did the women and the disciples find Jesus' tomb on that first Easter? Danny!
Empty.
Empty is right. Because Jesus is alive. He is risen. And the tomb was empty. The only evidence until he appeared and he came to them. Anyway, back to the Sacred Triduum, which is today's Wudabout. Holy Week signals the end of which season of the church year? Danny.
Lent.
Lent is right. Absolutely right. Now, in the midst of Holy Week, okay, there is a Mass that is often celebrated before the Triduum, earlier in the week. What's the name of that Mass?
The Chrism Mass.
That's correct. The Chrism Mass, the Mass of Chrism. And what important ritual occurs during that Mass? During the Chrism Mass? Danny?
The blessing of the oils.
That's correct. We bless the oils, the 3 sacred oils. Exactly. Okay, the Sacred Triduum is today's Wudabout. What is the first day of the Triduum? Luca.
Holy Thursday.
Holy Thursday is right. Holy Thursday. And on that day, Morgs, Luca, Danny, on that day when we celebrate in the evening the Mass of the Lord's Supper, how do we find the tabernacle? Morgs.
Empty.
That's correct. Because it was on that day that Jesus gave us the gift of the Holy Eucharist and the priesthood and the great example to serve one another. And you know what? You have done a great service to us. You have taught us so much, the 3 of you, about the Sacred Triduum. Danny, Morgs, thank you so much. Luca, congratulations, you won the first round. But you know what? There's going to be more of this game show, plenty more. We get another round, 3 more contestants coming, so don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
You have just seen our first group of contestants, and here's your first round winner. Coming up, our next 3 contestants will vie for the second spot in the final challenge when WOW! The Catholic TV Challenge continues.
We have another round, and that means 3 more great contestants. Mr. Nelson, could you introduce them to us, please?
I certainly will, Bishop Reed. Our first contestant for this round is Sierra Hudson. Cece's favorite subject in school is math. She enjoys taking Taekwondo. One of her favorite TV shows is Austin and Ally, and she also enjoys playing the violin. Our second contestant is Ella Lebec. Ella's favorite subjects in school are spelling and religion. In sports, her favorite is soccer, and she also enjoys dancing. And our third contestant is Matthew Miner. Matt's favorite subject in school is math. He also loves sports. His favorites, basketball and baseball. And those are our 3 contestants for this round of WOW! The Catholic TV Challenge.
Hey, Matt. How you doing today? Good. Great to see you, man. Ella, how's everything in the center? You're in the middle.
Oh.
You're in between Matt and Cece.
Yes.
Otherwise known as Sierra, right? But you go by Cece. May I call you that?
Yes.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful to you. And I'm grateful actually to all of you for coming and being our second round of contestants. By the way, Ella, how do you spell religion?
Religion.
I think that's correct.
Wow!
Because you like spelling and religion. Anyway, enough of this foolishness. Keep your hands by your side. Let me ask the question. If you think you know the answer, you can, not in a robotic fashion, you can answer it to the best of your ability. And does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Great. You have a fantastic studio audience who are right behind you, giving you all of their support. Aren't you, studio audience? And so, Matt, Ella, Cece, without further ado, we're going to set the WOW Watch. I have the first question for you. Listen to the whole question. On the evening Mass of the Lord's Supper, what great event does that remember? Cece.
The Last Supper.
The Last Supper is right. Easy enough. Easy enough. So, I celebrated that evening Mass of the Lord's Supper this year, and there's a very special ritual that occurs after the homily. What is that?
The washing of the feet?
You are right. Jesus got down and washed the feet of his disciples, his closest friends. He said, as I do, so must you do for one another. Because he came not to be served, but to serve and to give his life as a ransom for the many. Now, I just gave you a little clue as to the answer to this next question. What example did Jesus give in the washing of the feet? Cece.
To be kind to one another.
I'm going to give you that. I'm going to give it to you. To serve one another in kindness. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. What two mysteries does the evening Mass remember on Holy Thursday? What two mysteries? Oh, the priesthood, the gift of the priesthood, when Jesus said, "Do this in memory of me," and the gift of the Holy Eucharist, when he gave us his body and blood. All right, let's see now. Let me get a question here that maybe I can help you with this one. Jesus broke bread, gave it to his disciples, and said,
This is my body.
That's correct.
Wow!
And he meant it. He really meant it. Which is why we take very seriously the real presence of Jesus in the Eucharist. And when he took the cup, what did he say about the wine?
This is my blood.
That's correct. Yep, and he meant it. And the next day he shed his blood on the cross. Now, what were Jesus and his disciples celebrating there at the Last Supper?
Passover.
The Passover is right. The Jewish Passover. And of course, in the ensuing days, Jesus would become our Passover and peace. Who was it that betrayed Jesus?
Judas.
Judas is right. Judas Iscariot, the one who betrayed Jesus. He was one of the 12. And so then there were only 11. Okay, so after the Last Supper, through which valley did Jesus and his disciples go? Cece.
The signs, I forget.
You forget. You know, it's the Kidron Valley. So I'm going to tell you. It's the Kidron Valley. That's okay, though, because I get one more question here for you. What's the second day of the Sacred Triduum? Oh, we're out of time! Oh, that was close. That was so close. And this has been a wonderful second round. Thanks to you, Matt, Ella, and Cece. Congratulations to Cece for winning the second round. Just by the bell, just by the buzzer. We're going to take a quick break and come back and have 3 more contestants. Don't go away. Hey.
We have our second contestant for the final round, and we have 3 more contestants ready to play for the final spot in the final challenge. Stay with us as Wow, the Catholic TV Challenge continues in just a moment.
Today's Wudabout is the Sacred Triduum, and we have 3 new contestants. Mr. Nelson, who are they, please?
Looks like another excellent group of contestants, Bishop Reed. Our first contestant for this round is Eli Buchaya. Eli loves math in school. His favorite sports to play are soccer and football. On TV, he likes watching Sam and Cat. He also enjoys cooking. Our second contestant is Rachel Lociato. Rachel's favorite sports are basketball and soccer. In school, her favorite subject is religion. On TV, she loves watching Liv and Maddie. And our third contestant for this round is Quinn Green. Quinn's favorite subject in school is history. On TV, he likes watching Bubble Guppies, and he also enjoys taking karate. And those are our 3 contestants for this round of Wow, the Catholic TV Challenge.
Phantasmagorical. Quinn, great to have you here on the show today. And Rachel, wonderful to have you between these 2 great gentlemen. And Eli, how's it going, man?
Good.
It seems like everybody who wears orange is always in the first spot there. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, hey, listen, I'm very grateful to you. It's not an easy Wudabout today, the Sacred Triduum, but I know you're up to the task. Just keep your hands by your side. Listen to the whole question. And when I'm done asking the question, if you think you know the answer, hit the red button in front of you. And if you get it right, great. If you don't, no problem, because I got a whole bunch more questions where that came from. You know what I'm saying? All right. So if you're all set with that, once again, studio audience, are you ready?
Yeah!
And I presume that you're all ready out there in TV land. So without further ado, we're going to set the Wow Watch. And I have the first question for you. The second day of the Triduum is Good Friday. Why do we call it good? Rachel.
Because Jesus Christ sacrificed his life for us.
That's right. Because Jesus died for us. He sacrificed his life for us. And on Good Friday, the liturgy of the Lord's Passion, the liturgy begins how?
In silence.
You're right. Silence is golden, golden. It's an old song. Anyway, speaking about Good Friday, what color vestments are worn?
White.
No. Red. Red. That's all right. That's all right. Like I said, got a ton of questions here, man. No problem at all. Now, what's the day, the only day of the year that Mass cannot be celebrated? Eli.
Holy Thursday.
No. Sorry. Good Friday. Once again, no problem, because look at the stack. I'm good here, you know. Okay. From which gospel is the Passion read on Good Friday? Rachel.
John.
That's correct. The Passion of our Lord Jesus Christ according to St. John, always read on Good Friday. Here's one for you. Speaking of the cross, we venerate the cross on Good Friday. What does that mean, to venerate? Rachel.
Respect.
That's it. We show respect by a genuflection or a bow, or we kiss the wood of the cross. Okay, now we're going to move on. We're talking about the Sacred Triduum today. What's the third day of the Sacred Triduum?
Holy Saturday.
That's correct. Holy Saturday, the third day of the three holiest days of the year. Now, the liturgy of Holy Saturday is called a vigil. So what are we waiting for if it's a vigil?
The Passion.
No. Actually, the announcement of the resurrection. That's what we're waiting for. Okay. We are out of time. This has been a very exciting round, Quinn, Eli, and Rachel, but I must congratulate Rachel for winning the third round today. Nice job. Great having the three of you. We're going to take a quick break. Rachel's going to stay up, and we're going to bring up the two winners from the first two rounds and see what happens. Don't go away.
The group for the final challenge has been decided. We have our three contestants. Which one of these three will be today's Catholic TV Challenge winner? Find out in just a minute.
Welcome back to Wow, it's the final challenge. And back up at the podium, Luca, Rachel, and Cece, the winners of the first three rounds. I know I don't need to explain the rules to you guys because you're professionals at this, and we have a professional studio audience, don't we?
Yeah!
And so, without further ado, we got to find out who will be the winner of today's show by setting the Wow Watch. Hands by your side, listen to the first question. We're talking about the Easter Vigil. What's the first thing that happens at the Vigil? First thing that happens at the Easter Vigil is? The very first thing that happens at the Easter Vigil is? The blessing of the new fire. The blessing of the new fire. I guess you don't like my questions. So, let's call upon Captain Wowzer, that vindicator of virtue, the guardian of grace, the champion of the church, the curator of Catholicism. Yes, the very hero of holiness himself. The Super Challenge man. How about a Super Challenge question?
Okay, Bishop Reed. Okay, boys and girls. Here is a super challenge. At what hour did Jesus bow his head and die?
Luca! At what hour?
5 p.m.
It's a little earlier, 3 p.m. That's okay. What's the word not spoken all during Lent that is spoken on Easter? Luca!
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah is right! We got that one in. Let's turn it back to that vindicator of virtue, that guardian of grace, the very hero of holiness himself, Captain Wowzer. How about another super challenge for these three?
Okay, Bishop Reed. Okay, boys and girls. Here is a super challenge. What are the first sacraments celebrated at the Easter Vigil?
Luca.
Baptism.
And?
Marriage.
Confirmation. You got one of them, though, but not good enough. Not good enough, but good. Just not good enough. How about this one for the three of you? When the Easter candle is blessed, 5 incense grains are inserted. What do they represent? Rachel.
Jesus' 5 wings.
That's correct. Oh, we are out of time. I can't believe it. But we do have a tie. We have a tie today, and so, Cece, I just got to bring your light down just for 1 second. And Luca and Rachel, I'm going to turn you back over to see if we can break this tie to that vindicator of virtue, that guardian of grace, the Catholic curator himself, Captain Wowzer, the Super Challenge Man. Do you have a tie-breaking question for these two?
All right, Bishop Reed, here we go, boys and girls. Here is a super challenge. Who are the catechumens?
Oh, those preparing for baptism. Let me see if I can break this tie for the two of you. What is the name of the greatest school in North Andover? Luca!
St. Michael's School.
Yeah, you got it. That's correct. And we have a winner today on Wow, the Catholic TV Challenge. Cece, Rachel, and Luca, you're the best. And congratulations to Luca, today's winner of the final challenge. Mr. Nelson, how about a prize for today's television champion?
Bishop Reed, the winner of WOW, the Catholic TV Challenge, receives a new Roku streaming stick. Find your favorite on-demand movies and TV shows by gliding through screens, flying through channels, and finding what you want to watch instantly. Before you know it, you'll be off in streaming wonderland. Get all the photos, songs, and videos you keep on your phone instantly on your TV with the free Roku app for iOS and Android. And best of all, watch WOW and Catholic TV live and on demand with Roku.
Thanks to Cece, Rachel, and Luca, and all of our contestants on today's show. I'm Bishop Reed, and thanks to you for joining us. May God bless you always. And we'll see you next time on yet another edition of WOW, the Catholic TV Challenge.